Mic check. Checking the mic at the last 10 seconds to make sure things are actually kind of working. I actually have to make sure this is also turned down so I don't accidentally echo myself. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, I have Ingo down in the corner there. Hello everybody. Xeno's back. I don't want to say I took a week off because I don't think I forgot to stream. I just decided not to last week. I ended up playing more video games than actually not even doing video games, just kind of not being at the computer doing stuff in real life. So, but we're gonna see how well I can navigate, do progress, and procrastinate today. So, if we see that the actual description of this stream is accurate, it should say today's goal should be getting Link's model rigged for Mario Kart. That's going to be a little tricky. I haven't done it in a long time. I'm kind of doing it in this stream now so I can make sure I remember how to do it efficiently, and it's good to put it on live stream so I can actually either reference it or people can learn how to do it themselves. So that'll be today's goal. I may work on Ganondorf some more. I kind of don't want to in a certain way because a lot of it's just doing that export file I did last stream where I just click export 50,000 times. I need to find a way like that isn't that... I don't know if arbitrary is the right word, but it's a lot... It's so unnecessarily complicated. I need to find a way to simplify that process. And I feel like a lot of it would be literally animating in Maya. I said it before, but I can't do that yet, so I just need to figure out what is making that issue. In terms of useless other news, really quick, I did see that Blender 5.0 came out. That's really cool. It's sad to see them drop support for .dae files because they're considered unsupported legacy files. Apparently, the file format hasn't been updated in 6 years. I didn't know that. That's a common file format even I still use. I find it very diverse, and it actually does, like, I use it. I guess this is the best way I can say it. Like, when I'm doing all this modding and stuff, a lot of files need to be exported in that file format, so it's really sad to see that Blender 5 won't be utilized as often for that. So it's either FBX on the way forward, and you just have to deal with some of the weird quirkiness of that file type. And I don't remember where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. I keep looking at my own screen on the stream. It's actually distracting me. It's also these lights. But so that's weird to know. I know I want to mess with Blender 5 here soon. I am working on my animation still offline. I'm not too far ahead. I actually got caught up in a like I'm stuck because I had these two characters talking for so long in one scene, and I didn't realize, one, I still need to do background characters in that camera scene, and the third main character isn't ready to be animated at all, so she's not inserted into the scene yet, and I forgot I'm going to have to do a lot of her movement and the other character's movement in the same scene, because most of the time it's been one person at a time, just thanks to how the camera angles just work. So this is going to be quite interesting. I'm going to have to actually start flexing animation muscles, at least at the level I'm at. I'm not good at it at all. I can barely do a walk cycle, so we'll see how well that works. But we may jump into it here in a second. So I just actually got the updated, I say that in big-ass air quotes because it was never really uploaded to the site at all, but I just got the ripped file for Ocarina of Time 3D Link from Models Resource. I do have older versions of a ripped model of Ocarina of Time Link, but that had to be like done through actual rip tools. So I want to see how well this is translated when I import it into Blender, and maybe it might be easier for me to just use, because if I remember correctly, the model I used for Ocarina of Time 3D Link that I used years ago, which I had to like decompile, not decompile, but like the way Link's model works in Ocarina of Time 3D is like they hide multiple separate models. All the tools, all the hook shot, the stick, the sword, the shield, the bow, all that is kind of loaded in Link with memory. And when you rip the file, it all loads in at the same time. So I kind of had to separate them all. Different hand models had it where he was holding like the ocarina, and then he has like a fist So I had to decide which ones to keep and to not keep, and I had it in a folder somewhere. So he was ready to be rigged, but he didn't come with the bones, I believe. And what I'm going to do with the ripped one that came from Models Resource is take the bones from that and then translate the one you need for Mario Kart that go over it and kind of just mirror it. So that's going to be the basic premise on how I'm going to get this done. So I'm going to open up Blender. I'm going to go see if I can transition the screens. Remember, that's what we got to do. Display capture is turned off. I still have a little bit of my caffeination to inhale, so let me turn on the screen. Really nervous to see what song's coming up next. I did get copyright claimed on one of my earlier streams. I didn't even know. I ended up playing Purple Motion, and even with me talking over it and adding sound effects over that music, YouTube is so good at detecting it that it claimed it. I mean, I'm not even monetized, but it's just a funny thing for me to see, because I was like, wow, you can... I'm literally talking over it the whole time, and I feel like what YouTube is actually doing is when it's encoding the stream, since I have technically three different sound inputs, it's literally detecting each one separately, and if it counts music in that one, it'll just be like, nope, that's copyrighted, claim it. So even if you were to be loud and talk over it, it would still detect it, just because of the way it uploads those 3 audio clips into one. That's what I suspect anyway, but all right, which one do we want to use? Link.dae, import it in. Holy moly, what in the heck is going on? Let's shrink him down. He's ginormous. 0.1. All right. I need to import the shorter version of this song. There we go. Turn it up a little bit. I just had it turned down for specifically just me talking. Now that we're doing this, I can kind of have the music take a little more. This is exactly what I had to do with my other model. See how he has everything loaded in? Now we're going to have to, like, piecemeal the parts off of it. So I wonder what to take off. So we'll get rid of the Megaton Hammer. We'll get rid of that. That's the big Goron sword. He has gauntlets. I wonder if we should keep the gauntlets. Shields. Oh yeah, his shield out versus shield on the back. The bow. Hook shot. There's like 2 models loaded in sometimes. All his different hand models. We're gonna have to kind of pick and choose which ones to keep. You can kind of tell they modeled the inside of his tunic here, and it loaded in kind of wrong. So I wonder if we can flip those, or just fix the texturing, because it's not supposed to do that. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. So what we need to do is there a way I can kind of like select things associated with that, and then ta-da, fixed it.
Nice.
Yes. I'm a model expert. What is this? What in the world is that? Why does he have like... Oh. Is that his first person arm? When he holds the hook shot out? They actually have him like with loaded in a shoulder model? That's funny. That's a bottle. I wonder if we could... See, Link has so much in his arsenal. Making like tricks for him be unique with all these items could be like a big potential. Honestly, I should have put like a spreadsheet, which I need to actually set up in my documents really quick. Good thing I said that. I reminded myself. Need to duplicate off Ganon's checklist here really quick. How do I do that? Oh yeah, here, I'll show you guys the document live. Just because, like, I like how I have a little picture of him in there. So it's like, who is that guy? It's Ganondorf. I need to make a duplicate file. Available offline. Make a copy. Here we go. Name. We'll call it OOT Link, because there will be in the future, there will be potentially a lot more versions of Link in Project Hyrule Kart, because it'll be like a Dragon Ball game. So we get rid of that. And then just call this one Link. to be 64 animations per character. All these aren't done. Literally have to gut all that, all the check marks. Gotta clean the file up a little bit. Color code helps me figure out which versions of each vehicle are animated. So, and also it just looks nice. I think I have room for an attachment. That's outdated information. And then we need to get a picture link. So we're gonna clean up his model a little bit. I really want, what am I deleting? There we go. There's like 3 different, there we go. He has his earrings. I think I might have to actually model his earrings because transparency isn't really supported in characters. And they have to be done with actual vertices, so that'll be good to remember. But we just need, yes, he does have various, it's just that it all looks shaded weird, and I need to figure out why. Oh well. Just do this. Cavity texture. Oh wow. We don't want specular. It looks even worse actually. But we just need a picture, so. There we go. Put that in links document. Control Shift E to center it. Oh, he's missing his chin. There we go. Shrink that down. Link. Cool. Okay, so these parts of his tunic are still crooked, so what we need to do is move it just a little bit. Other characters in Ocarina of Time have the same issue, like the Coco Lady, but what I did was combine the vertices, and I don't think that's actually a very solvable method. I think it does create weird issues with the skeleton long term, so I'm trying to be extra careful with Link. What is... Whoa, I turned him blue. Oh, it's a whole separate... Okay. So we need to start putting together his faces. I'm gonna go look at my textures really quick here. Oh yeah, he does have... Okay, he still does have a 2D mouth. For some reason I thought he didn't. So we're gonna have to also AI upscale his textures, because I've done that for every other character in Mario Kart. When I make animations on Blender, I usually don't, just to kind of retain the look and style, but it does sharpen things up. And the program I use is kind of outdated, but it also, it literally looks like malware when I load it up. It's kind of funny. You might see here in a moment, because I might just open up a new file to organize later. I'll just call it AI upscaled versions. And I just might insert everything that's an image in here. I'm going to do it right now. It's called Waifu Extension GUI. Look at it. It looks like I just got infected with a giant-ass virus. There we go. Drag all those in there. Hopefully the stream won't have an aneurysm because this does use your GPU to upscale them. I use 2D anime, not frame interpolation. I told it to output in the upscaled versions file. We'll see if my whole entire stream freezes. So here we go. Files are showing up over there. In the progress bar, I'm in the way. There he goes. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Come on. Oh no. It's still going. Okay, you know what? I'm letting it. It's taking too long. I don't know why. This unironically worked better under my 3080. I'm going to do that offline because that is annoying. I literally like broke the stream and did a bunch of freeze faces. We'll do that later. I might need to update it. Maybe that's why. This version of the app does not understand what the 5080 is probably, and maybe that's why. So let me see how we update it. I think it's through GitHub. That was really bizarre though. That was kind of funny. All right, where is the download link? Oh, there it is. For Windows, download it. It's 2 gigabytes. Yes, I'll exit for now. Okay, we'll go back to fixing the model here. So many duplicates. And I'm going to turn the music back down because now we're trying to focus. What is this? Oh, that's the bow. That's the bow's bend frame. Oh, yeah. His different boot add-ons. I need to know what character I should replace him with. I didn't think about that. Because we kind of want to use Link from Skyward Sword, you know, the one that's actually in Mario Kart. His skeleton, easiest to translate, add hair physics and whatnot. But, that means it has to be a large character. I might have to look up Mario Kart 8's roster real quick. Or I could boot up the game, but... Mario Kart 8 Deluxe roster. I just need an image of it. Oh, there's already mods. Oh, great. Okay, that's going to complicate stuff. We just want a vanilla one. There's Mario Kart 8. We need Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Dum-dum-dum. I guess this is it. Because if we can get him to have multiple color support, I would recommend we do that. I just don't know if there's any heavy characters that, what's the word? Support that. See, the only character I could think of are like the Inklings, because they have 2 characters, 2 colors. I mean, 2 colors, or is it 3? They have 3 colors for each support, and I can't remember what size they are considered. I need to see. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wiki. There's like a Mario Wiki that may tell us their stats. Okay, so there's the waves. Variants. Yeah, Inklings. So there's 3. 3 per. That's perfect if we want the tunics. That's why I'm saying I might find a way to maybe make... We could make Ocarina of Time Link a medium character. Just so we can, if they are medium characters, I have a feeling they're light characters, and it's gonna make me mad. But if we can find a way to make that happen, because we can make Young Link at least work like that, which would be cool. Because I want to get Young Link eventually, but Ocarina of Time Link was gonna be the first Link to be added in because Ganondorf and Zelda, adult Zelda, are gonna be there. So we just need. W-E-I-G-H-T. Weight classes. Wait. Is this it? Oh, here we go. Vehicle size. That's kind of what we need to go off of. So I'm going to zoom in on this. Oh, it completely ruined everything. So medium, inkling. Oh, wow. So there's like subsections of large. So like Link is like light large. And then heavy heavy. I'm actually really intrigued with this because I almost thought for a second maybe the game would crash if it would load the wrong skeleton for the wrong sub size. But if I remember correctly, really early on in my modding, like my development for the first pack, Ingo used Waluigi skeleton, and I took him successfully over Wario, and the game didn't crash. So we could use medium characters. Because see, my pre-plan already, I'm going to spoil it a little bit here. So honestly, it's only for Devote fans who will maybe overanalyze this in the future. It's not like it's a huge secret. I was either going to make Shy Guy or Yoshi be replaced by Wind Waker Link, because Wind Waker Link has the most color changes out of everyone, and I can have several for him, which would be awesome. I just don't know what model of Wind Waker to use, because there's the Wind Waker HD, there's the Wind Waker GameCube, there's the Wind Waker Brawl, there's the Wind Waker Smash Ultimate? I don't think he's in Wii U, I forget. ADHD time. Smash 4. Oh yeah, he's a Toon Link. I was almost thinking to use this one. Also because it also comes with all the colors. I just wonder if it'll be... I don't want to say more optimized, but obviously there'll be less polygons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Literally all what we need. So, might be best just to import that one. But, okay, so... what we may need to do is take the Inkling Boy. Wait, how many... I kind of want to take a picture of this real quick. This may be good to reference in the future. I just need it at its original resolution so I can not pixelate it. There. It'll be in my screenshots now. Now I just need to go look at the color variants really quick. So Birdo has color variants, Yoshi has color variants, Shy Guy has color variants, Metal Mario technically has one, you just have to go to extreme links to unlock it. The Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy, Villagers only have 2, okay. That's just literally male and female. Okay, it's good to know. If I remember correctly, Malin uses Villager 2's bones, but takes over Iggy? Is it Iggy? Yeah, it's Iggy. Because at the time on the Wii U, Ingo, Malin, and Talon all kind of lined up on the character select screen, and then now that I ported it to the Switch, it kind of doesn't anymore. So that's good to know. We may need to rip the Inkling Boy now from Mario Kart. Because we need his base bone structure. Or anyone similar, I believe. Honestly, with that reference, I almost want to put that in a Google Doc so it's kind of accessible everywhere. That picture I had. There is a... want me to ask. Hold on a second. I have to reply to this. There we go. Okay. What were we doing? Oh yeah, pictures of the weight classes. I need to move that. I'm gonna look at it again really quick because it's really cool. Honestly, this is kind of where only this part of the side of the image is what I needed. I don't know why I took the image of the full thing. It is kind of funny to see this image because I think they completely forgot about Birdo. Oh wait, Birdo's DLC. This is before the DLC. Good to know. Okay. Brain's fading for a second. I'm kind of... 7 different things are happening, and I'm trying to figure out how to assess this. So, what we need to do is kind of just go back into here. And the big thing was what I was saying with the whole mirror the bone mesh thing way earlier on in the stream. It's making sure that the one that comes with the model, which will show here, we're going to use his tunic, for example. His vertex... Is it vertex? Not UV maps. We're going to have to change those. Geometry data, remesh, texture space, vertex groups. I guess it's these. Why are they called nodes? Yeah, see these? The bone weights are kind of already pre-made. And I want to just take advantage of that and kind of mirror them to the nearest bones. Because when we move this, it's already meshed. That's the root bone, I believe. Oh, and they have tails, don't they? I can't remember. Let's see. Nodes. The only thing I don't like is the size. I can't really change them without screwing up the model. So what I'll probably do is just turn them into sticks. And show the names. So we know kind of where they start and where they end. E-bone? No. Envelope? Wire. Oh wow, they're all just super skinny. So... we'll just do sticks again, yeah. Okay. Add bone. I'm surprised there's only one. The part where it's going to get a little complicated in the... This guy's singing's irritating me. I need to get a way to apply hair physics. At least have where it wiggles slightly in the wind. He won't be as dynamic as the other Link in the game, but it'll be close. So now what we need to do is go to the Switch toolbox. I just went to the folder, not the program. The program is right here. And now we need to head over to my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe file and find the Inkling Boy. See what his bone structure looks like. So the best way for me to figure this out is to open up my emulator.
Oh no!
Which is probably also out of date, and I need to find one that everybody else is now currently using. Let's do... Not extract data, I just want to go over to it. Where is this located? Copy title ID, I didn't want that. Edit custom configuration, compatibility entry, device save, manage DLC. I guess I'll just do mods and then go from... Oh, no. Nope. Okay. We need to figure out a way to get to this file. Atmosphere mods, open mods directly. I just did the same thing. My brain is braining. I did extract it somewhere. Input system. I guess if I can just look where they read these. Settings. System. User interface. Game directories. It's literally just in switch ROMs. Okay, emulators and games. S. Switch ROMs. Dumps. Which code number is this? 2200. Data driver. Here we go. Found it, finally, jeez. I just learned how to use my brain for a little while. Let's copy that, put it in here. And now we want to figure out what his code name is. I'm guessing it's just Inkling, right? Oh, Splatoon boy. Here we go. Splatoon girl. They somehow compressed him into 2 megab... Oh my gosh, they changed his model in the trick.
Bruh.
We may not be able to use this. Because whenever he does a trick now, it might change his model. So if we do S, bike, jump A... Hold on. How do we hit play? What happened to... Oh, it's trying to... It's going past here because Windows is a piece of garbage. Like, you leave Windows on for too long and it does that. Okay, we'll do 60 FPS. Can the program be a program? There we go. Okay, trick 1, trick 2, trick 3. Okay, that's S-bike, M-bike. Is it literally only when he's in the cart? No. Then what's his... When he's a inkling, then what does he... When does he go jump out of it? Here, let's... Go through them all. Oh! Cart jump squid! That's just what it's called. M-bike jump squid. I wonder when those actually come out. So they have a 4th jump. That's actually really cool. Wish I could find a way to disable it. But now I need to see the skeleton. Let's see. Models. Splatoon squid skeleton.
Good evening.
Oh, what we may need to do is see if the game runs without that. If we just delete it, does he just disappear for the 4th jump sometimes?
Good evening.
This is going to get interesting, because Splatoon Girl also probably has this same thing going on here, and she has more file size to go off of before the game crashes. Oh yeah, I can't hit play because I'm full screen. I hate Windows so much sometimes. Their texture is so weird. Oh, it's probably because I have... No, they're probably just textured weird. Shader params. They're a lot more complicated than I anticipated. So we have to go refer back to this... Not this. The color variance sheet. I still want to try. Just because, they literally have 3 colors. That's just perfect. The tunics. That's perfect for the tunics. Oh, this is gonna get fun. So, honestly, what I almost want to do first is just make copies of the boy. Platoon boy. Because he's the slightly heavier version. Go over to my mods, so I may have to open that back up. Just so we can make a backup of it. So it doesn't have to load directly into the ROM itself, like it's a root file. So we gotta go here, open mods, pack 2, ROMs, driver, Splatoon boy, and then I'll copy and put him in the backup here. Just so we have the reference file and not editing this one. So honestly, it'll be good for me to close this one out now because it's still editing that file. We don't want it to. I'll just keep that minimized for purposes. And now we can start fucking with this file. So the first thing I'm going to do is just delete the squid. Because, oh, wait a minute. No. Okay, never mind. For a second, I was like, I could just tell the animation, this jump squid, I could just tell that one to just use the bones of the other guy, but the code in the game will still tell us to swap models. So I bet there's a thing in here somewhere that says that. Jump B, FSP. Jump B. So we may have to play as him vanilla before I edit anything. I just need to understand what particles come out. Because if this may help me learn about Koopa, too, real quick. So I'm going to open him up with Ganondorf. Texture pattern. No. Skeletal animations. Texture pattern animations. So... can't remember what FTP means. Oh, these are the eyeballs? So... jump C. I just may need to know if this folder, texture pattern animations, I know it technically changes the UVs to be whatever eyeballs are loaded in there, but I'm wondering if this has the same area that tells the game to like load particles. I just don't know where all that would be kind of stored like bitwise, because textures. I really wish I could move that thing. I literally have to just do this the old-fashioned way. Because Ganondorf still has the fire flame. If we can get rid of that, we can have him have a whole unique animation. Let's go use one where he actually turns his eyes. Or I think this one's just all of them, isn't it? Yeah. So each frame is a different... yeah. Yeah, he's so done with his shit. So it just calls a reference to these files to tell you when what will play. Ooh. Where does his blink? His blink almost looks wrong. Just so many frames change in his nose, like I did it wrong. It still looks okay, like when it moves quick, but you can just tell the shading in his face changes rapidly. So it could be a byproduct of upscaling or me trying to actually make it. I don't remember if he actually has these naturally. I forget. It's been a while. But we need to go back to this then. Animations, shader pram, jump B. I'm guessing jump B just has like particles shoot out of his gun or something. So yeah, let's go play the game. Let's play the game and see what it looks like when he emits something. I've never played as the Splatoon. Like ever since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, I never really did. I almost actually exclusively play my Mii. My Mii from the Miis. So let's see. Make sure the button layout is correct. Ganondorf. Inkling. Where'd they go? Where's the boy? Oh. That's almost cool, honestly. So you just pick Link there, and it'd be like adult Link. I mean, young Link, adult Link. I want this to work now. I really want this to work. Okay, we're gonna do a cart first. Just be on the simple side, and then, I don't know, load up a race with a bunch of jumps. All the jumps in the game. Like Wario Stadium, my favorite.
What?
I can change these images too. I can't wait to do that. Make them Zelda images. He's actually pretty large for a medium character. Doesn't he look like that? Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely rendering them for the first time. Jump B. That's the one where he's an Inkling, by the way. He has two types. Oof. So, we either have to delete that folder and see if it just goes away, or delete the model. I want to see what happens when I delete the model, if the game will just crash or not. I'm really intrigued. If we can get away with it, I will. So, I'm going to do that. I just have to make sure I'm editing the proper file here. So, Splatoon Boy. Let's go to Models, Splatoon Squid. Delete. And then File, Save. Compress with Yazo, because it's always compressed in that way. I wonder how much file you save to. He is now bigger. I think I changed the compression ratio on this. Should be 3. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Or did it update his version number too? Hold on, let's look at the original. Yeah, his file got bigger. So 0.5, 0.0, 0.3. That's really weird. The way it was recompressed made it bigger.
Bruh.
Okay. Oh, there's a... What? Why are they so tiny? There's so many versions of these textures. How did they compress this to be so small? Well, he might even just frickin' crash the game because he's a bigger file now. That kind of sucks. Oh, let's close these. This one is the 2055. I'm going to see if I can up the compression ratio. Here, let's... No, this would... I wish it would tell me what each one compression ratio was. Is there a way to do that? I swear 3 was the default. Oh, I accidentally tabbed out of it. Music. Good thinking music. I'll try 5. Make sure this is the right one. Splatoon Boy save, yes. About the same. Slightly bigger still. What was it then? I'm mad I don't remember. Because sometimes it gets, if it gets too high, then it'll like crash the game too. This is a weird byproduct. I could just load it in as an empty, but I want to see if it'll work without it at all. Okay, 2036. Let's see if it crashes the game. It remembers I was him last too, so if we don't even make it to the character select screen, it's because it'll load him first, and that'll be the reason why the game crashes. Or until it has to draw call the model. So we may make it into the race, and as soon as I do a trick and load that model, since it has nothing to call there, it'll probably just explode. Oops, I pressed B. I was right. Okay. Okay. It's probably also just the compression ratio, if I was to be brutally honest. Change it back to 3. I still don't understand why that made it bigger. I wonder if there's a way I can just tell it right here to just import nothing. Okay, I guess the next goal, since we're back to being vanilla, will be editing the files that show the particles. Shader program animations. Oops. Editor, paths, PBR, file size. I'm just double checking to see why it was like that. I almost want to make a copy of one, like Let's do Ganondorf. No, I worked with him before, though, and he worked fine. So bizarre. Squid color FSP, and it shows... I need to make this bigger without... I hate window. I need to, like... I wonder if me killing explorer.exe will actually fix this task manager issue I'm having. Let's look at our processes. Windows Explorer. Restart. Yeah. Simple fix, I guess. Oh, what was that? I just saw like 50 command prompts show up for a second. So texture pattern animations will be his face. Those textures. The masks. That's so weird. And then his normal maps. And then these are microscopically tiny. Is this just like corrupted? It loaded fine in game. It's some weird method they're using in the game. So jump B FSP. I'm seeing it now. Shader param animations. From the looks of it, we'd have to look through specifically Splatoon Boy objects. Embody and I. Parameter multi-text register 2. It looks like they changed the alpha to literally go transparent. And jump B. Jump squid. So wait. Part jump B. I may have figured it out. So there isn't a fourth trick. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. There isn't a fourth trick. There's only 3. The game will make him play this jump, but it also makes the game play this jump at the same time. And what it does is in this file here, wherever the jump B was, it looks like it does it for all 3 of them. So I'm not seeing him duplicate anywhere else here. On jump B, this folder looks like it says on jump B, fade away that model, the main model, and unfade away the squid model. And it transitions between the two really quickly. It takes it in 60 frames. So I'm wondering if I can tweak this and tell it to just stay 1. If it'll even like it'll load both models. It'll look wonky because they'll both do like the little arm movement. Because you saw him do like a weird... He wouldn't do that in the game at all because it would load this. So before I actually go ahead and do that, I'm going to do some weird, bizarre... I just realized like my Explorer window disappeared. But what I need to do is just save him as it and make no edits to him to see if the file size changes and he gets recompressed differently. So we'll go over to Splatoon Boy. We still have the backup, right? Yes, we do. Okay, so we're going to go open up this one and just save him. He got slightly bigger. Okay. And now we just need to see if this modified file crashes the game. Then I can work from there. Because we need to rule this out. Modifying the model makes him too big for the game. He crashes. Then making any edits honestly would have made us like go insane. Trying to figure out what would crash it. This kind of eliminates that whole possibility off the get-go. Okay, he still loads it. Cool. Because he still has like his like gun and whatever load in, but that's just like you literally make it like 0.0001 pixels, and then when he does the trick, it just shows up out of nowhere. I know how that works. I had to do that for Zelda's Triforce and Malon's Egg. So that is good. That is good. So we were able to save, and the game still loaded it. Now we just need to change those parameter files. So I need to go pee really quick, but I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to go back to the intermission screen. I'm just going to hide me completely, and I'll be right back. Wait, I have the stuff for this, I think. So let's see. Where is it? Where's intermission? Intermission button. Doom doom. There we go. Be right back. Changing music too. Back to intermission. I heard a thump. What was that? Okay. I also got food. Oh, that's upstairs. Okay. None of my business from there. So, now we just need to change Jump Squid. Literally, they friend blame into each other. This is. Oh yeah. Probably be helpful if I put it on this screen. It's so cool to see that this is how they did it. So I need to figure out a way. Alpha 0 is him fully loaded in. Now, is there a way I can just apply this to? Wait. Multi-text reg 2. The reason why I cannot edit this. Do I need to export it into a YAML? Okay. Let me go to my project. Project Hyrule Cart stuff. Rig OOT Link. I'll just put YAMLs. We'll do Inkling Boy. Put it there. And then put Squid. Export it. There. So now we need to go into that folder and go into Notepad++ and see if we can edit this. Card Pack 2, Boot Link, YAMLs, Inkling Boy, Jumpy, FSP, edit with Notepad++. Yeah, I know. make sure. Close multiple tabs, all but this. Wait, no. No to all. There we go. Okay, so this is the fun, complicated part because YAML file will show us. Wait, what? I thought it'd be a lot more code than this just because it does it for each frame. Oh, wait, the first 10 frames, it's still a. That's why. So it's doing on a per frame basis in the tool editor. Okay. Okay. I'm getting this now. Open this sucker up. Keyframes. Specular roughness. Frame count 70, loop false, embody. And then MI, because the eye textures are separate. So we gotta change both of these and make them be similar. I just have to remember curve data. Oh. That's what it's telling. Okay. So 0 to 1, alpha 1. Oh. We just change all these to 0 then. I'm going to do that for all of them. Wait a minute. Why is specular roughness different? I'm going to leave those multi-text register. Now I'm confused. Embody. Let me look on that spec sheet again. Oh, these don't matter. It's multi-text register 2 and then MI. Yeah. So embody, MI, texture pattern infos, multi-text register 2. These are the same. So we want all these to be 0 and then multi-text register to be 0. And then I'm going to save a copy. Save as. I just hit save all, didn't I? Well, I can just re-export the old one from a backup if I really need to. So all what I want to do here is tell this. Oh, wow. The alpha is like not all specifically 0. I think it's curving to weird numbers in between 0 and 1. I wonder what this will do. But, we're telling the model not to now, like, fade away or unload. I mean, it's not unloading, but it just won't be displayed on the screen. Now we're doing it so he does it the whole frame. Looks like he got bloated a little bit, but we'll see if this crashes the game. Because if it does, then we may have to export it as a different file type. I just use YAML because I actually kind of understand it. Ryujinx, there we go. Okay, marker 8.
Mario Kart 8!
Time to test it for the 57th time today. Time trials. Okay, he still loads in. Uses Ganondorf's face. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, I used all the mushrooms. I used the wrong button. Okay, here we go. It didn't work. Let's change to bikes maybe. I don't know. We'll just see if it's like not working for that specific reason. If not, we did something wrong.
What the hell is even that?
What?
He still changes model. Oh! I know it would be nice. This is going to be super weird. We're doing an investigative thing. I know it's, in a way, it's an excuse to just play the game, but I need to do a race and watch him do the trick on the bike and see how it transitions. If he shrinks at all, then that could be why it's doing what it's doing. We're going to go load him back into a cart. And then complete a race. We'll just do Warrior Stadium because why not, right?
Don't fuck. Wow. Wow.
Is that Ganondorf? When he's an NPC, his cape doesn't work right, from what I saw. Oh, it's because it's his bike. We only got his cart animations working. Okay. We gotta get to the replay here. Do as many tricks as possible. Ugh. And a blue shell? Oh no. Ganondorf's icon looks so much bigger than everyone else's. I should probably shrink it. Or is it depending on your place? I actually don't know, because Shy Guy's icon's huge too, compared to like Rosalina. I don't know. Another blue shell coming my way. Not a blooper. A second one. I have to remember to turn baby mode on just so lightning and blue shells don't hit me every 4 seconds, just so I can actually do the race. Speaking of which, I literally mentioned it and they're like, oh, you mean this lightning twice? Freaking insane. Because the replay will let us play the animation in slow motion. Ping. Ganondorf. Wrong trick. Wrong trick. And then goal. Gotta edit the highlight reel. Let's do the full. Okay, so he just does it in a frame. It plays the splash animation too, that's funny. Okay, learn now. Whatever we did didn't work. And we may need to see why. Because if we go into the file, it still shows all this. And I don't like how The attributes do show different. Color alpha, frame 0. Because I guess what he's technically doing with his animation is he's beginning the frames, and then he just does his weird hand movement as he's supposed to be a squid here. Did I just get... Oh, that's a ring camera thingy. Oh. I still don't know what this means, though. Edit. It doesn't even edit it. And it did it twice. What? Music. I'm gonna sneeze. He did it in like 2 seconds. That's funny. Okay. Platoon color. I guess the particles depend on... I can change the color of the particle. That's really interesting. It's only red values too. What did I do wrong in that? Let's go look at it in the YAML file. Okay. Name, specular, Fresnel, is constant, false constants, curve data, keyframes. Offset 12? Offset 0. What does 12 have to do with any of that information? Only using red data. I wish I could edit it in here. I need to know how they're doing that. I'm just trying to see if there's some cool weird shenanigans that make the low versions of these bit files load properly. Because I know this game doesn't use a lot of these. Diffuse. See, it's supposed to be using that. I can't, this instrument, I cannot hear Mario. So bizarre that this does this. I wonder if they're hiding the main file somewhere else. I do not know though. Param target. Material target. Shader param animations. Squid color. I almost want to change this to see if this works. To be YAML file. Wrong folder. Task manager is now making me mad. Keeps changing stuff. That's the hexadecimal number if I were to guess. Oh. So what is A then? Alpha. RGBA. The A. Oh, the program itself is reading them wrong. Out of order, I should say, because it's supposed to display the A here, the R here, the G, and then the B, but the top here is doing it wrong. Because this is the alpha number 0. This one says red, even though green's on top. So red. Change those numbers to change the colors. So I might have to go into like an RGB calculator or something. Let me see. RGB color picker. RGB 0 to 1. 0 to 1 scale. Scalar. Stack Overflow. Tricolors. Oh, it's literally just dividing by 255. Okay. So let's make it... He doesn't have an orange one at all. Let's make it orange. Let's go get an RGB color picker. Doing it off screen, by the way. Go into here and then do his blue one. Embody. Material enum configs. Multi-text register true. Offset 12 value 0. Keyframes. Offset. Frame 0, 1, 2. I'm actually really confused on how this works on this. Because it's keyframes. 2684 630 00630. Oh, each frame is a different value number. So this would be, we want color 0. Literally just 0.75. So red, green, blue. We want red to be 1. And then second one is green, which is calculator. Hold on. 138 divided by 255, 0.541. 0.541. 764. And then keyframe 3, 0. I'll save it and then replace it. Tune colors. Squid color. These are the same. Replace. Platoon squid color. Oh, I did. Oops. Squid color. I made it red. Oh, did it simplify the file type? It's not loading anything else. Did I do it out of order so bad that... Oh, because I edited frame 1 like a freaking idiot. Calculator. So yeah, let's undo everything. Change this one to 1. This one to 0.54176. And then this one to 0. I think that's what I was supposed to do. I was being really dumb. There we go. So now it's orange. And I'm wondering if I can get away with the same thing for this. Hit save, yes. I know this is useless stuff I'm doing. I just want to see if it actually changes this color. This has nothing to do with making progress to Link. But I just want to see if this actually changes it. Because what I may be mistaking... Where'd that file go? There it is. I just realized I have several versions of him opened. With this one, I may be mistaking his shader for the jumps be the particles and not him disappearing. Now I need to open up the emulator. Because that is the biggest possibility, is that's just it emitting the particle effects. He's not changed in color at all, and he has such a... like, his textures aren't loading in different. I'm really wondering what's wrong. Hey, Zingo. Christian Boomer! Alright. That's still blue. Oh, wait, did you see him fade for a second? He changes colors for like a frame to orange. He's not supposed to do that. Oof. So, I think I don't know that. Hold on. I really want to get it in slow-mo now. The only other possibility I'm trying to do is figure out how to undo the tricks. I'm wondering if maybe the Switch toolbox is showing the lowest, a really low map version, and that's what's just making it look funky. I may have to go into the editor and look. But first, we gotta win a race to see. It's so funny to see him turn orange. Can make him pink. Full Inkling Boy, let's do this! He literally turns that weird bright color for a few frames. We told it to do that. I'm wondering if this is like leftover code from something else. Because he was already blue in the frames anyway, so I'm wondering why that's even in the game. But yeah. So fast, there's no like shrinking going on. So there's got to be code that tells it to swap his either location or his rendering state. And I just say that because it's not like in the animation file at all. It tells he still plays the full animation in the code here. He does that, and then he disappears. So it's not like it's told in here at all. I'm going to go back to the textures real quick. No, it just doesn't want to load him. I thought it was a map problem. I wonder if they're like that in the models resource. Let me see. To the models resource. If he's even ripped. Do other systems. Nintendo Switch. There we go. Mario's golf models. M for Mario Kart Brothership. Mario Tennis Aces. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Racers. Inklings. They all load fine on here. At least on... I was supposed to bring both of them over. Oh wait, no, that's a whole different thing. I don't know if we need that anymore. So we'll download it and see what textures are there. I'm just intrigued. Kling, Splatoon Boy, images. Textures, music, alb. Splatoon Boy alb. Splatoon Boy I, alb. Yeah, it's just really fucked up on here. I guess it can't find it? Interesting. It just bothers the crap out of me knowing that. I don't know why. Materials. Toon Squid Alb. And that should be in textures, right? Toon Boy Squid. And the normal map loads fine. Okay. Back to what we were doing here. Honestly, texture work is moot. It's a moot point. I can't X out a program to save my life. Okay, so now we just need to find the code in here that tells it to swap out. Embedded files, Turbo Usher Beef Show. It's all hex file. I don't even know how to mess with that. I don't even know why I'm looking at it. I still need to know what FSP means. Jumpy FSP, frame count 70, loop baked, bake size, misc, shader param count, user data, nothing there. Tune color, it doesn't call it. Frame count 2, 0, 1, 2, baked false, squid files. 160, 170. I just realized. What is this jump animation number? $60, and then the squid is 60. Oh, this is irritating. texture. Pupil. I wonder where this is located in the game files then. Where does it call it? We have the OG. Those are the YAMLs. New file. Model, ROMs, driver. Oh wait, driver anim? Driver me anim mf. Looks like these are for the me's. I thought maybe they were separate types of files. Driver text. Oh, these are where they're held. I see. That's why it loads in those super really low map versions. So we'd have to actually place the textures for Link in here. Interesting. Yeah, the multi-text textures. Driver character 1. Oh, it's Birdo. Derv char 1. Okay, that's good to know. That's why they're the low LODs here. That's loud. But now we need the logic on why he disappears. There's no data in that. It's literally just textures. Great. I may have to put that in my notes really quickly. Wherever I put it. Animation checklist. Here we go. Okay. So, notes. Oh my gosh. That is too wide. There we go. Potential link over inkling. Boy. Since he has 3 colors to replace. Like the tunics. Currently finding an issue where the inkling has jump, B, transition into a squid form mid-trick. I am trying to see if I can where I can disable that so Link can function normally. I think that's all the data I really need on that. Now we just need to go re-explore some of those files. So driver text. Let's go look at race common. Trophy UI, UI 3D data. Object flow.biml file. Can't open it like that. Now these are like AI editing, I believe. Demo camera check boolean. LOD. That's like back engine stuff. Can't really mess with that. Common. Controller. Oh, literally how the controller vibrates. Graphics. Ear light, turbo app pack. I'm guessing they're gonna have to make him a whole separate file of his logic. We just wouldn't know where. There's me, icon body, texture shader, binge, mush. DLC.bin, horse.bin, me voice.bin, open flag parts performance UI. I don't know what I'm messing in that. Oh, here we go. Course data driver. Anything in folders here? No. I'm gonna open up links real quick. Holds his sword in the model, but when he drives and stuff, it's not there. And he does. Frame 1, it's already like loading up and then scaling in size. Yeah, so that's how they just did it there, but Inkling is very sophisticated. Because if I were them, I would, well, it requires more skeletons, that's probably why. I wonder what he'd look like with his skeleton removed then, because it's technically 2, right? We just need to turn this one invisible. Because I know that Splatoon squid has a smaller skeleton, and it's stupid for me to assume I would definitely want to have a whole separate model for Link if I had to for this, to do tricks. But it makes no sense, especially if this is all what he has. We just need to figure out how they made him do that. I could look a little more heavier in this file, but I'm wondering if it's an external file. Like in here. I really don't want to mess with that stuff. I don't think it has anything to do with it. Race common. Cool. I'll have to learn to change him into something. So that's still 3D models. We want, like, driver data. Different ghosts, driver textures, driver anim. Drive me anim M, drive me anim F. Why are there 2 separate files? Because they're still me related. I wonder why. Boss Pacoon, Catherine Cow. So, how much and how to block Home Koopa. Are these literally for Koopa Koopa, Lifton, Karibo, K-Clown, Ice? Boss Pacoon. What's Pacoon? Sucksy. That's the only sucky thing about having the Japanese names. Ah, I thought it was Piranha Plant. So these are just separate jumps for the skins? One I think is a Chain Chomp. That's interesting. Anyway, we're divulged from what we really want. So... an EV award menu back theater thing, your Gen V graphics. Now, what is the driver called again? Inkling, right? No. Splatoon? PB Daisy, Koopa, Ludwig, Metal Mario, Mies, Morton, Splatoon Boy. So I wonder if I can just look through the whole thing here. See if there's any data on it. Menu driver bars list. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to edit the sounds too. Bars is all files, sound files. Well, there's nothing in here. But there could be some in a big file somewhere. I still am suspicious of whatever this FSP means. Let me just see if that's something I can search up. Switch toolbox FSP. Let me see here. No. It's just gonna just keep referring to tutorials on whatever the word is. But these are all supposed to be values that don't change. Wondering, even this one's, oh, it's supposed to be going up into white. White to 0, back to white to 0. That's so weird. It like refades back to black. I need to know what FSP means. This is super interesting. Because the edited file still does nothing, but I'm wondering if it's frame value 0. Okay, what about eye texture? It just takes the same data. Okay. I just realized whatever was going on in my live feed was like completely distorted. No, I don't want to replace it. I want to... Actually, I told it to accidentally export as a different file. I wonder what a BFM-AA file looks like. Oh, that is proprietary. Let's export it again as a graphics interchange format. What?
Bruh.
Why can you import it as a GIF? This sounds so wrong. Don't tell me it can... Oh, did I tell it to save somewhere else? Gosh dang it. Export. Audit OOT Link YAMLs. Does just not want to do it as a GIF? It won't even do GIF. So YAML is like the only file type. YAML it. To include squid color. Jump squid. YAML. Emission intensity? Emission. Emission intensity. Oops. Here, I'm going to pull this over off screen. So we're just going to see the squid for now on your guys' side. But I just need to see if I can compare data from this one to the other one. So we want to make sure we're on jump squid. Frame count 60, it does go to 60 frames. Embody, pattern info is multi-text register 2, constants null. 1 is A all the way to frame 10, and then frame 11 it goes to curve back to 0. And then 35 is still 0. I wonder why they made it stop there. Oh, because then it starts going back up to 1. Offset 12. Specular roughness, same keyframes. Emission intensity. It has frame data, but it doesn't show it on here. I'm wondering if this is it. But it's only to 0.4. I have to remember the code words for this thing. So it's only jump squid is only doing embody because that's all that exists. Jump B does both that and the I, a multi-text register. Fresnel. If we go re-look at that one, let me close the rest of these. We want jump B.fsp. We can drag it in there. Frame count 70. If we go into here and go back into the actual working data, it does have 70. We changed... It goes into negative values. It's so weird. Like it didn't save right. It's trying to curve into the wrong frames. It starts there and then it goes to like a negative format and then back to 0 because of the jumps in between. Oh. I wonder if we just set it to keyframes 0. It stays at 0. Roughness. Specular Fresnel. Offset 0, 1. 0 would be dark, right? Alpha 0. So it would be always loaded in. Right? Alpha 1 means it's invisible, if I remember. And then it fades into existence. See, what I'm trying to get the game to do is have it so he never fades away on this frame. And I think I might have done that wrong. He's faded away here. Because if we just keep this all on A1, then theoretically he would never load the Inkling model, right? If this is if that's what this I'm trying to import. No, I'm trying to export. Camel. Squid. Yes. So I guess that's still an issue we need to figure out. So jump squid. Let's go to the BFMA file. It's kind of in the way. Squid color. Jump squid. Okay. So alpha means he's unloaded. So we'll just keep it at frame 0. We'll just get rid of any arcing frame data here. And just keep it all at 0. 1 is alpha, so specular roughness. This doesn't matter because it's not loading in. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save this one too and replace them. So replace with jump squid. All A1. This one will be replace jump B. All's A0. And then to make sure we're actually editing the correct one, we're having the one where he changes color. So this should change whenever it gets saved. Unless I missed it. App data roaming mods. Pack 2. Driver pack 2. Yes. Should be edited now. Let's go load it up and see if it does anything different. Because now there's no curve data, so nothing fades in or out. That kind of can screw with the information here. We can see if this actually changes something as in their loading values. Because nothing changes at all. It's all 1 or all 0 for each one. So if it just looks wonky, that'll be why. And it's only for jump B. So obviously things like this will load fine until jump B gets played.
What?
Oh. So it's supposed to be the transition to the colors. It's a palette editor. So he still loads the model somewhere in there, and I need to know where. If we go back to those quick jumps, if you notice, I think his blue still changed. Yeah, he's still loading. Oh, he never unloaded. So that's why it faded like it did. So this is all useless data. I thought it was his actual model change. This is just his texture changing. Yeah, if we get it to interrupt a texture in between the transitioning, he'll have his weird load state of changing to that blue. It's supposed to fade, so when he jumps into the squid form, it looks like he's transitioning naturally from the blue. That's why they implemented this. I thought this was like scrapped code that they didn't want to use or something. Because they're like, oh, the model's changing anyway, but it's supposed to be very, very subtle. I just want to glitch it out. There we go. So it never updated the file. So now he's just this weird color. Oops. He'll stay that way because we never told it to transition back. So it's an overlay, basically. So we still have some issues. So this is just texture editing. We are doing all this for nothing, basically. Oh boy, so we need to figure out the logic for this then. Good thinking, music. How do we do this? Okay, now we're gonna get fucky. I'm gonna pretty much load an empty Blender file. We're gonna open up Blender, make an empty. It's gonna be basically empty. It's not gonna be actually empty, but we're gonna just make it a little tiny square. Heck, I'll even probably make it a triangle because it'll be even smaller. So we'll just do a plane. A plane. What is it, Christian?
A plane.
Shrink it down. Untextured. File. Export. FBX. Oh wait, no. You have to apply all the transformation data so it becomes one. Export. FBX. I'll just keep it in a document, so I'll call it Tiny Square. Tiny Square in my documents folder. Okay, so I'm going to make sure we don't have multiple instances of the Switch toolbox open. Ganondorf's still there, I do not know why. It does make me wonder if... No, we don't have the information for that. Texture, SRT, pupil, anim. All are... I still need to know what loads those particles. I wonder if I should just ask the community and see if they know anything about that. Anyway, driver, project Tyro Kart Splatoon Boy. textures. No, models. Platoon squid. So replace documents. Tiny square.fbx. I'm gonna keep the same bones. Body. Body. Maybe I should have learned to call it that, but now it's just a square. Okay, it's a lot bigger than I thought. Wonder if we can scale that in here, though. I can't remember. Objects, body, level of detail, key shapes, vertex buffer, position. I like how it just plays this, it splats the texture onto it. Materials. Yeah, it just plays that skeleton. So it still uses the root bone for its one thing. So that means when it jumps, it still moves, doesn't it? I just want to be able to shrink it to be incredibly tiny, and I forgot how to do that. Reset pose. Because I used to be like an editing. There's an editor that used to let you move stuff. I swear there was. I used to have to move the skeleton, that's why. Yeah, this transform data. Can you not do that for the model? I guess not, huh? Well, I guess it's just gonna be that then. There, it's gonna be even smaller. All transforms. File, export, FBX. A square, export. Transform matrix. I don't know what that means. Don't use the material, and we still have it called this when we should probably fix that, like I just said earlier, but I'll see if this makes it work. So it's microscopically tiny. The body's been replaced. The skeleton is still loaded in, so the game shouldn't crash. And when he does the jump now, he should disappear, basically. So we'll see if it does that. Oh, I haven't drank any of this yet. Holy crap.
Mario Kart 8!
There. I have nutrition. I'm really excited to see him disappear.
She lied to me!
Yeah. The particles still show up too. Oh, it's annoying. I need to know where those particles are located. I just want them to go away. He just disappears. I need to know where that data is. Because he still does this trick. It's just... Back to looking. How doable is this? How doable is this? I need to go back on my sound thingy. He still does his trick here, and then the squid jump does its thing. But he disappears in between the frames, and I need to know where that does it. pattern, cart jump B. Shader parameters, and these don't do that. This is completely unique to him just transferring into the model palette wise. It has nothing to do with the models. I really hope it's not in this hexadecimal code. I just don't know where else it would be. I feel like it'd be in some weird, bizarre file in here, just named under something, and then you would find the word Splatoon in there, and then it's like, if he's in the map, then when he does this trick, he disappears for a frame. And it's just hidden in some stupid file somewhere. What's a Pactol file? Emitter sets. Ooh. We may be getting somewhere. Banana tail. So these are the particles that fly. Pacoon hit. Soft A. Psh. Thunder item. Boom. Electricity. Yeah, and then it plays it in these hues. So then we can probably find... I'll just type in... Ink. Twinkle. Ink ring. Ink impact. Is it like a GIF that plays? Ink impact 4. And it's that purple color. And then where's blue? Because these are just basically per each person, I believe. Or are these for bloopers? No. Back twinkle, twinkle. Ink. Screen ink. So that's different. This is for the blooper, which I can leave alone because we just want an Octorok to... Wait, Octoroks don't shoot ink, do they? What shoots ink in Zelda then? I want it to be an Octorok, but it would shoot a rock at you. I wonder... I can't edit it. This is weird. I'm right-clicking and it's not letting me. File, add file, no. I just want to see if I can edit the texture. I believe it's not editing. Which makes me wonder if I can just make the whole thing alpha and it'll disappear. Wall splash. So I wonder if there's fire in here at all. Fire A. Fire B. White light. Fire dust. Fireball hit. Fireball item. Fire A. Fire dust. I just don't know which one's linked to Bowser. Fire breath. Spluffire. Really weird data, huh? Go back to ink. These are probably just palette data, and we just have to find the texture somewhere. That's why we can't edit it. So we just have to figure out where these textures are. I wonder where it's located then. Common pictal. It's a pretty big file, though. I would assume 17 megabytes would have textures in here. Unless it's loaded in here. Emitter sets. Textures. Output. These are all of them. So, yeah, the other one was just palette data. These are what we would want to edit. Whoa. And if I remember looking at the footage correctly, I kind of wish I Alt F10. I might just have to actually just look back on my own stream. Which means I have to watch my own stream. Something. We're going to have some streamception happen here. It's just the most convenient. And if I remember looking at the... Okay, for a second, I thought maybe my whole entire sound wasn't playing right. But I'm going to have to go in here and... just look at it frame by frame. I may have to do this in Edge because I turned hardware acceleration off for Opera for specific reasons. Mostly for YouTube playback to work while I'm playing games at like max GPU load. This will make it so I can actually transition between the frames easier. So let's go to where I was playing. Sorry, I used all the mushrooms. If we used them wrong. Here we go. Alright, watching. Is it 3D or 2D? I can't tell. I'd assume it's 2D, but I just need to look at the type of texture. I'm going to put that over here now to see if it's... Models. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on here? A lot of unloaded textures. Box frame, ring disc, ripple for flower. Is check marking to make them disappear? Is that why they all appear at the same... X, fire one. Octagon. Wind. Splain ink. So much junk. Are we... There's a way to, like, disable them all. I forget how. I don't want to do it one at a time. Can I... Hide all models. There we go. Okay, so now we can go to Splain Ink. Materials, skeleton, P-Sphere 1. Splain Ink. So Splatoon Ink 1. Break ring. So if we get rid of this, does this like make it not ever load? Triforce 1? I'm also just analyzing the Triforce part because I'm wondering where that could be pulled. Shaders. Shaders 2. Animations. liquid 3. Light plane, wind, box frame, octagon, but plane, cross plane. Why is cross plane? I told you to unload. I hate that these aren't pulling the texture data in real time. I'm starting to think the ink is this model. Well, not this flat version. That's Splaying Ink 3, Splaying Ink 2. And check the Triforce. What is still loaded in? Splaying Ink 1. It almost looks like this is what you see on the image here. It's just there's transparent models and stuff. I'm really curious. So what I may do here is make a... Oh, this isn't the actual file. Oopsie. The dump file, we want this one. So it'd be ROMFS common. I'm going to do capitalized. Effect common.pictal. I'm going to put that there and put a copy. Oops. No. Well, no, I'll just close this one out. Don't save it. Open up this one. I'm just going to save it to see if it compresses. It doesn't. So now we need to go to models, bfres, and then go find Splaying Ink. Oh yeah, we have to disable them all to actually see it. Hide all models. Splaying Ink. Materials. Texture check 5. I'm wondering if I replace this with something else. Mesh 0. Splaying Ink A. Does it tell me how many vertexes are in here? Total vertex count 100. Does it actually use 100 for that? I think this is it. And then it uses Splaying Ink 2 or 1. It depends on the animation that plays. But this one is when mid-trick. I think 3 maybe if I had the actual animation play, which it won't. And 1. Oh. Wait, we're Splaying Ink 2. Same thing? Interesting. They want to replace both. What can I replace it with? All supported files. So can I just do that square? TinySquare.fbx. Rotate bones. Don't use the material. Inject mode. How do I call? What's that name? Objects. Is that what I have to call? Rename. I'm just going to copy that. replace, tiny square. Don't use material. Then take this and paste it. Hit save. Tiny texture. I'm going to do this to Splain Ink 2 as well. Replace, tiny square. Oh wait, no. This has a different Splain Ink. Do these have the same file name? P1 square, mplace, Splain Ink A. Yes, they do. So now we just need to replace. Tiny square.fbx, yes. Don't use material. Take this, replace that name, put it there. I'm gonna hit save, common.pactal. Changed file sizes. Where's my other file? So there's only 2 now because I closed the other one. I should have used... Oh, I'm stupid. Open up File Explorer again and go back to the dump. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? SSSS. There it is. Dumps. That. ROMs. Common. Effect. Common.pactal. I'm just trying to compare the file size. The file size. Okay, so that should be in the loading. It should load now. That should take over it. It's smaller too. This may be a very complicated thing I discovered that may help us edit particles in the future. If I want to get that complicated with modding. We may have to look for that fireball for Ganondorf in this file.
Mario Kart 8!
But we'll see, even if I'm correct on what's going on here. So I replaced 2 similar looking files that may look like it was the ink shooting out model that plays from the center of the driver. And if it plays nothing when we do this, or you see it like as a tiny ass square as he jumps, then we did it. Here we go. Damn it. Make sure we even did the, Oh, maybe it didn't even load right. It's supposed to be in ROM FS. Open in another program. That's why we completely made it miss. So we gotta cut it. Put it in here. Sorry, I know it is. I'll close out everything. Try again. So it should be in this, right? This is where it would be common. So ROMFS, common, effect. Oh, okay, there we go. Now it should be properly in the right spot. Dumb brain moment. Now we get to see if it crashes the game.
Nice. Mario Kart 8!
I got a weird feeling it may load it in this menu, so we may be safe. Because I think some of these models that are the actual UI are 3D models that are used as particles for this, but don't quote me on that. Now we're doing a versus race, which increases the odds of it crashing. Here we go. Oh, I missed. I pressed the wrong button. Nope, still plays it. Can I view wireframe in this at all? I can't remember. Graphics. Vulkan, 5080. No. System. Ignore missing services. Now we are back to step 1. But I feel like we can just continue looking in this file. We just get rid of the texture. That can also be a fix in my brain. Images. Leave. More leaves. Oh, I think these are when you get past like Maple Valley and you go drive through it and it goes. Psh. UV liquid 1. Explain ink. It's only one particle though. Wondering, because it animates. It animates. Thunder, gas. Spark line. Channels. It may not be here. Back to music. I always forget. Is it even animated? Or is it just stretching and then alpha map disappearing? We're explaining. Explain. And then the normal maps. I wonder what Splain Ink 3 is. It's a square now. It can't be that 2D. Is there a part in the replay where I can see it? Because it just looked like a distorted model. Doesn't look like the same. There's like stretching in the middle there. And it can't be this. I'm feeling this is a different particle set. Or it could be called something else. Oh. To ink. That's just like on the screen though. That's when it's on the screen for the bloopers. It's too low res to me. I wonder if it's in a different file then. Being graphics. AGL source NX NSN release.sarc. No. Yep. Turbo app package in NVX and release.sarc. That's code I don't want to mess with. I want to change it and see if it goes away. I just need to see if there's anything else that looks inky. There's that. There's the animation data of it. Liquid. To liquid 1, to liquid 2. And then the models. Huh. Okay, so back to the ink. Split ink. Splash 28. Ah! So this looks like it's changing palette data for to animate? TBCG kit drive character 6 KT splash 1 2. TBCG kit drive character 3 KTC tongue. So it's driver cur 03 magic aura. Is that from Magic Koopa? Cocoon damage. I know I'm getting distracted, but water splash liquid. I just need to know what all splain ink. There's no way it gets most of the utilization from this. Wheel spin, tire spin. Wheel spin, smoke juice. Tree hit. Thunder. Oh. Spin water L, spin R. Balloon break. Teresa change. Oh. Split ink. So yeah, it uses the ink. Is that a different one than the one I was picking with? I wish it told me the files for that. Look at the channels again. Red and green. Then we go all the way back up to wherever I found that. Guess it is. So then how do we make it go away? The 128 by 128 texture, which is actually pretty high. Image. Adjustments. View. Edit. Channels. I just want it to be a transparent image. Just white. I don't know if this is going to screw with everything, but I'm willing to completely destroy this file to figure it out. We also need to figure out if this is still in the correct folder. I believe it is, but... oh my god. This one. Dump number, back to ROMFS, common effect, common pictol, yes. I know, I'll move the thing in a second. Just trying to load the map in. There we go. 2.5 hours so far. Oh, I did screw with it. The normal map's still showing. So I've learned how to edit particles. So we're partly there. We just need to figure out why he's still switching models. It looks so stupid. I'm just happy that I know we can technically get rid of it. The only tricky part with Bowser's fire is getting rid of it may have adverse effects on other parts of stages and maybe other characters. But will that matter if I'm going to replace all the stuff eventually? I just want to see. I have to finish the race so I can see it in slow-mo. I like how Ingo, Malon, and Talon are in the map. Okay. Let's change. I'm colored wrong. So it is a 3D model. It just now doesn't load right because there's no alpha effects. So the models, I wonder why the models didn't get overridden then. It must be a different model. And the palette tells it to load blue. But if we can just make it be an invisible image with all alpha, it wouldn't load at all. So how do we do that on here? Fill color. I know there's a way to make it alpha. Let's see. Let's do 16 by 16. 16 by 16. That's not 16 by 16. 1280 by 16. 16 by 16. Proceed. It's just a transparent image. Can we save it as nothing? I'm going to do... Oh yeah, I guess you have to hit export. Quick export as PNG. Or I'll do this. Image is empty. Oh, maybe it needs data on there then, huh? So we'll make it white. White. Oh, this is basics. White. And then we'll rasterize image. Opacity 0. So technically there's data there, it's just telling it to be completely transparent. Export as PNG. We'll go to this project Hyrule cart. I'll just type in 16 by 16 invisible. See if it loads anything. Because now we can go into here. File. No, not export. How do we replace it? Where was the image we were even looking at? Split ink. Place. Go to music. Type count. Data size 400 bytes. It's still white. I don't want it to be white though. Probably the type of format, maybe? Ooh. Ooh, oh. RGBA, so okay. Now I'm gonna test. Wonder what it does when the normal map has nothing to put on it.
Mario Kart 8!
Okay, time trials. Inkling boy. Wario Stadium. Ah, there are other particles. Would that completely, like... I just want to see if it loads on her at all. I wonder if the byproduct of this will also be the, I should switch to their little inkling vehicle that like shoots ink as like a particle. It looks so much more awkward without it. Yeah, she fades colors. I think it's supposed to her face and stuff all load correctly. Okay. Well, we got rid of some of it, and I have actual data here to back that up. So then we want... Oh wait, I never checked the other one. Split ink. Why does it all of a sudden like want to see everything? No, I want the image. There it is. So these things also need to be place 16, wait, 32 by 32. So this would be even smaller still. We want this one. I want to do one more test, and then I'm going to go back to trying to figure out how to make the Splatoon switching models not do that.
Mario Kart 8!
Yeah. Let's go on his little Splatoon mobile. Just to see if it also doesn't shoot any particles anymore. I mean, I'm pretty sure that won't be there eventually whenever this gets fully done too one day, but... Yeah, I don't think it's doing it. Byproduct? You can hear it. It's trying. Ooh, nothing. But yeah, we still have to figure that out. Okay. Good to know. We have now an edited file for that. Now what? Pretty sure it wouldn't be in here either, because it's considered an effect. I would just want it to... Object flow C1, C2. What are these again? What do these call? Strings, Crashbox, Skate Hey Ho, Camera Check, AI React, Cocoon Flower, Cocoon, Full Size Item Cart, Cart Object. I don't know what those mean. Label Koopa Claw. Cocoon Techno, Pit Toad B. DLC Item Box Mario. I wonder if this just like accounts for the data. Which almost makes me wonder if you could add objects into here and call for more data. Add node. Because if you could do that, then you can add content, I believe. Just a theory, but no idea. These all look like the interactable objects. Jeez. RR glide. RR ring. RRC. Windmill small. Tire R. Tire. H jump. MM jump. Searchlight, no clip. MC cart, tree sphere. I don't know why anything with the word jump in it is making me suspicious of a change in vector. DL. DLC. Test. Woohoo bell. Bamboo. I don't know if the editor could show us. There's nothing to search. Double item box front. Tree hit. Object flow. Bimal. Snow rock, bushboard. I'm just looking for... These still look like they're all interactable objects that I can edit in the stage editor. Huh. DL Rupee. Model draw, effective model, move before sync. Mecha Koopa, Animal Snowman. So I'm keeping an eye on it. Moon Toad, Penguin, Balloon, Cake Bubble, Torch. I'm wondering if that's all extra stuff. So Object Flow 1. If it would have something like any of the normal characters. N64 Yoshi Egg. No, they still look like interactables. Wait, if this is a bimal file... Oh no, never mind. I thought it was I got confused with YAML for some reason. Bimal file. Driver anim. Driver me anim F. Driver me anim M. Me anim F. Me anim M. I don't know what makes these so different. Driver me anim F. And then me anim F. Like, are these for when they're just in the menu? Oh. S bike weights, and then... Okay. All the skins. Interesting. I wonder if one's just empty data then. Like, they don't call it anymore, and it's just there so the game doesn't crash or something. Okay. Race common. AI. AI confuse table. AI course table. AI probability jump action table. This is cool. Would we want... Coin. Coin.bfres. Item. Heal item rupee. Item coin. I'm guessing item coin is the one you hold in your hand. Versus the one that's out on the map. Yeah. Item coin B? What? Oh, Yoshi's. I think I'm gonna have to replace all those with rupees. Anyway, I thought this would have had some information somewhere about battle coin. Interesting. Race common. Trophy UI 3D. It'd still be in some kind of cart data or something. These are all the body parts data. Constant key dat. And it's just a bunch of garbage. I still don't know these object flows. DK barrel. Item box. Coin. Have nothing to do with any of the actual racers. Common Yoshi. Oh, those, yeah. So that's all for the tracks, basically. Damn. All rival table. Common. Gen V. Graphics. No. Me mush. Dot bins. And course data. Yeah, I don't know. My brain's fried. I think I'm going to end the stream here. Almost 3 hours in. That's pretty good for working on the project consistently for a while. I may try and work on it offline just to see if I can get any further than this. I might go ask the community to see if there's a method for me to figure out where this data is located and switch it. But, oh, boy. I am done. I'm going to take a break. My eyes hurt. So, thank you for watching the stream. I'll catch you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow, if I'm in the mood. We'll see. If not...